Alright, geometry, here we go with another long answer question. This one is trigonometry, and it's a bit difficult like some of the other ones, so feel free to pause the video if you need a minute to think about it and comprehend it. So triangle PQR is a right triangle. We know that because it's got a right angle right here. The box, remember, means 90 degrees. So use trig ratios to answer part A. Give all answers for this problem as decimals rounded to the nearest tenth. Okay, so first of all, when we're doing right angle trigonometry, we want to remember SO, CA, TOA. Now, if you can remember that, that pretty much gives you all the information you need in terms of the formulas. The sine of theta, and theta is just a variable for an angle. Sine theta equals opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Cosine theta equals adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And tangent equals opposite over adjacent. So once we have established that, we want to look at how to label the triangle. So notice that our given angle is right here. The 32 is our given angle. I like to go across from that first, and the side we hit is opposite of the angle. So put a big O right there for the opposite side. Now the side next to the given angle is called the adjacent side. So notice that side is next to the angle and it's not the hypotenuse. So if you see the box, the HYP is sitting across. It's a line from getting triggy with it, if you've seen that. So the hypotenuse is always the longest side. It's always across from the box. Across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. Okay, so we have to solve for x. So go ahead and cover up y, because we're not solving for y right now. Now, we also can eliminate the opposite side because the y is the opposite side. So we can eliminate sine, we can eliminate tangent because those have opposites in them. Now notice what we have left is cosine. So we're going to set up the cosine formula. Cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine 32 equals adjacent side is x divided by hypotenuse, which is 15. Now if you remember, when x is up high, we have to multiply. So we're going to multiply each side by 15. And x is going to be equal to 15 times the cosine of 32. Okay, so go ahead and hit the mode button on your calculator and make sure you're in degree mode. So if it's on radian mode, hit the right arrow and select degree mode. Then we want to quit second mode and do 15 times cosine 32. So that is 12.72, and remember we're rounding to the nearest tenth, so that's 12.7. And that's in inches. Alright, so now we have to solve for y. So go ahead and cover up the x now, because we're solving for y. And notice that we just covered up the a. So let's cover up tangent, and let's cover up cosine, because those have the adjacent side in them. So we want to set up a sine problem because the y is the opposite side, and we're looking for the opposite side, and we have the hypotenuse, so we need to use sine here. So sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. And fill in what we know. Theta is 32. So sine 32 equals opposite side is y, and the hypotenuse is 15. So the y is up high, we got to multiply. So y equals 15 times sine 32. And that's 7.9. Not quite going to round up to 8 because 4/8 will round down to 7.9. So y equals 7.9 inches. Alright, now use your answers to find the perimeter of the triangle. So that's easy. We're just going to add the value we had for x plus the value we got for y plus the value of the hypotenuse. Remember, perimeter, we're just adding the three sides. So 12.7 plus 7.9 plus 15 is 35.6 inches.